Hello and welcome back to Talk Zara.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining us today.
If you're new here, welcome to the channel.
And if you've been here before, welcome back.
On Talk Zara, we practice real English through slow and natural conversations.
Yes, our goal is to help you feel more comfortable speaking English in daily life.
Today's topic is very relaxed and very common.
Yes, today we're going to talk about how to talk about your free time and hobbies in English.
This is something people ask very often.
Questions like, what do you do in your free time?
Or, do you have any hobbies?
These are very friendly questions.
And they're great for starting conversations.
Exactly.
So, Laura, let me ask you a simple question.
Okay.
What do you usually do in your free time?
In my free time, I like to relax.
That's a very honest answer.
Yes, after a long day, relaxing is important.
When people talk about free time, they often start with that phrase.
In my free time.
Yes, it sounds very natural.
So I might say, in my free time, I like to read.
Or, in my free time, I like to watch movies.
Exactly.
What kind of things do you like to read?
I like to read books, especially novels.
Novels are stories.
Yes, like fiction books.
Reading is a very common hobby.
It is. Many people enjoy reading because it's relaxing.
And you can do it at home.
Or anywhere.
When talking about hobbies, you can say, I like or I enjoy.
For example, I enjoy reading.
Or, I like listening to music.
Both are very common.
In my free time, I like watching movies.
What kind of movies do you like?
I like comedy movies.
Comedy movies are funny movies.
Yes, they help me relax.
Watching movies is a popular free time activity.
Especially in the evening or on weekends.
That's true.
Do you usually spend your free time alone or with other people?
It depends.
That's a good word.
Sometimes I spend my free time alone.
And sometimes?
Sometimes I spend it with friends or family.
That's very natural.
For example, I might say, I spend time with my family.
Or, I hang out with my friends.
Hang out is a very common phrase.
Yes, it means spending time together.
You can hang out at home
Or at a cafe.
or outside.
When people talk about hobbies, they often talk about weekends.
Yes, weekends are free time for many people.
On weekends, I usually relax at home.
I do too.
I might watch TV or listen to music.
Listening to music is another popular hobby.
What kind of music do you like?
I like calm music.
Calm music helps you relax.
Exactly.
Some people like active hobbies.
Like sports.
Yes, sports are very common hobbies.
For example, playing football or going to the gym.
You can say, I play football in my free time.
Or I go to the gym.
These are very simple and clear sentences.
You don't need difficult words.
Simple English is best.
Talking about free time should feel easy.
Because it's something you enjoy.
Exactly.
Now that we've talked about basic free time activities, there's more to share.
Yes, like talking about how often you do these activities.
And giving longer example answers.
We'll talk about that next.
So now let's talk about how often people do their hobbies.
Yes, this is very important when talking about free time.
People often ask, how often do you do that?
Or do you do it every day?
These questions help continue the conversation.
When talking about frequency, we use words like often, sometimes, and usually.
For example, I often read in the evening.
Or I sometimes watch movies on the weekend.
These words make your sentences sound natural.
Another common word is usually.
Yes,
You can say, I usually listen to music after work.
that's a very common sentence. Laura, how often do you read?
I usually read in the evening.
Every day?
Not every day, but several times a week.
That's a very clear answer.
You can also say, I read when I have time.
That's useful.
Some people don't have much free time.
That's true.
They might say, I don't have a lot of free time.
Or, I'm very busy during the week.
These are honest and common sentences.
Now let's talk about weekend activities.
Weekends are special for many people.
Yes, because people usually don't work.
On weekends, I like to sleep a little longer.
Me too.
Then I might clean my house.
Cleaning is not always fun, but it's necessary.
That's true.
After that, I try to do something I enjoy.
Like meeting friends.
Or going out for coffee.
Going out for coffee is a very common phrase.
Yes, especially with friends.
Some people prefer staying at home.
And that's perfectly fine.
You can say, I like staying at home on weekends.
Or, I enjoy quiet weekends.
Both sound very natural.
Now let's talk about hobbies you do alone.
Like reading or listening to music.
Or watching videos online.
Many people do that in their free time.
Yes, especially after work.
You can say, in the evening, I usually relax at home.
That's a great sentence.
Another way to talk about hobbies is using I'm interested in,
For example, I'm interested in photography.
or I'm interested in cooking.
That means you like learning about it,
Yes, maybe you're not an expert yet.
but you enjoy it.
Cooking is a very common hobby.
Many people like trying new recipes.
You can say, I like cooking at home.
Or, I enjoy trying new dishes.
Food-related hobbies are very popular.
They are.
Now, let's talk about outdoor hobbies,
Like walking or jogging.
or cycling.
You can say, I like going for walks.
That's very common.
Or, I go jogging in the morning.
These activities are good for your health.
Yes, and they don't need special equipment.
Some people like creative hobbies,
Like drawing or painting.
or writing.
You can say, I enjoy drawing in my free time.
That sounds very natural.
When talking about hobbies, you don't need long explanations.
Short and simple sentences are enough.
People usually just want to know what you enjoy.
Exactly.
Now that we've talked about frequency and examples, there's more.
Yes, like asking questions and common mistakes.
We'll talk about that next.
Now let's talk about how to ask other people about their free time and hobbies.
Yes, asking questions is very important in conversations.
It helps you keep the conversation going.
One very common question is, what do you like to do in your free time?
That's a friendly and easy question.
Another common question is, do you have any hobbies?
That's also very natural.
You can also ask, what do you do on weekends?
Or, how do you usually spend your free time?
These questions are simple but useful.
When someone answers, it's good to react.
Yes, small reactions make conversations feel natural.
For example, you can say, that sounds nice.
Or, that's interesting.
Or, I like that too.
These short phrases are very helpful.
Now let's talk about common mistakes learners make.
One common mistake is saying, I do sport.
Yes, in English we usually say, I play sports.
Or, I do exercise.
Another mistake is forgetting to use verbs.
For example, saying, my hobby is music.
Instead, you can say, my hobby is listening to music.
That sounds more natural.
Another common mistake is using very long sentences.
Yes, sometimes learners try to say too much.
Simple sentences are better.
For example, instead of a long sentence, you can say, I like reading.
Or, I enjoy watching movies.
These are clear and correct.
Another mistake is using the wrong tense.
For hobbies, we usually use the present simple tense.
For example, I read books in my free time.
Not, I am reading books in my free time.
Because hobbies are habits.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about talking honestly.
Yes, not everyone has exciting hobbies.
And that's okay.
You can say, I don't have many hobbies.
Or, I mostly relax in my free time.
These are very normal answers.
Free time doesn't have to be busy.
Sometimes resting is the best hobby.
That's true.
Now let's talk about giving reasons.
Yes, adding a reason makes your answer better.
For example, I like reading because it helps me relax.
Or, I enjoy walking because it clears my mind.
Using because is very helpful.
It makes your sentence longer but still simple.
Now let's give another full example.
Okay.
In my free time, I usually relax at home. I like listening to music because it helps me feel calm. On weekends, I sometimes go for walks.
That's a great example.
It sounds natural and easy.
Now let's talk about listening and responding.
When someone tells you about their hobby, you can ask a follow-up question.
For example, how often do you do that?
Or, when did you start?
These questions show interest.
And they help the conversation continue.
Talking about free time and hobbies is very common.
Yes, especially when meeting new people.
Now we're getting close to the end.
Just one more part left.
Summarizing and practicing.
That's right.
Now let's take a moment to review what we talked about today.
Yes, today we talked about how to talk about your free time and hobbies in English.
We started with simple questions.
Questions like, what do you do in your free time?
And do you have any hobbies?
Then we talked about common activities.
Reading, watching movies, listening to music, and relaxing.
We also talked about how often you do these activities.
Using words like usually, often, and sometimes.
After that, we talked about asking questions and reacting naturally.
And we talked about common mistakes.
Like using the present simple tense correctly.
And keeping sentences simple and clear.
The most important thing is to be comfortable.
You don't need perfect English.
You just need to communicate.
Now it's time for you to practice.
This is the most important part.
Here's our question of the day.
Are you ready?
The question is, what do you like to do in your free time?
Try to answer in 2 or 3 simple sentences.
For example, in my free time, I like listening to music and watching movies. On weekends, I sometimes go for walks.
Or, I usually relax at home and read books.
Any answer is good.
Don't worry about mistakes.
Mistakes help you learn.
The more you practice, the better you get.
If you enjoyed this conversation, please subscribe to Talk Zara.
Like the video and share it with someone learning English.
Your support helps us keep creating helpful content.
Thank you so much for listening today.
Learning English takes time and patience.
Be kind to yourself.
Keep practicing a little every day.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye for now.
Bye.